Some of y'all might already know this, but I started out as a very skinny kid. Now, if I had known how your muscles even grow in the first place, I would have been able to make progress so much quicker. So in this episode, I want to talk about how your muscles even grow so that you know how to train the right way and can make progress a lot quicker. So how do your muscles grow? Your muscles grow through the correct application of resistance training. And through the correct application of resistance training, you create tension. Now, tension is the force your muscles experience when they contract and stretch under load. Now, tension is the main driver for muscle growth, but not total tension, because total tension acts on the muscle as a whole, which would mean that if total tension was the main driver for muscle growth, that you could just lift the heaviest weight and your muscles would grow the biggest. Now, that is not true. The main driver for muscle growth is mechanical tension, and mechanical tension acts on the individual muscle fibers as opposed to the muscle as a whole. Mechanical tension is at its highest when the contraction of your muscles slows down during the last repetitions of your set. So that means whether you're training with heavy or with light weight, this mechanical tension is at its highest, again, when the movement involuntarily slows down, when the contraction of your muscles involuntarily slows down during the last repetitions of your set. So the goal is essentially to get as many of those repetitions as possible to maximize muscle gains, which is why it's so crucial for you to push yourself to or close to failure. Now, you can maximize this mechanical tension in 4 different ways, and every single way is crucial for you to understand, so make sure to stick around until the end. The first one is using the correct tempo. And what I mean by tempo is instead of lifting or swinging the weight around like most people and just swinging it around, right? You want to control the movement. What I mean by control, the thinking framework is power or speed on the way up when you contract. You want to pause, think 1 second. You want to pause in the contracted position for another second. And then this is the crucial part. You want to come down slowly. So you want to control the negative. 3 seconds down. Recent research or research in general has shown that the negative portion of the movement is actually more conducive to muscle growth than the positive. And that's actually something quite crazy to know, because that means that, okay, if I control the negative a lot more, my muscles will grow a lot bigger. So that's number 1. The second very, very crucial way to maximize mechanical tension is using a full range of motion. Now, what I mean by that is at least 90 degrees with squat type exercises and going as far as possible with dumbbells or machines, really until you feel a nice stretch in your muscles, because recent research has shown that your muscles respond best to muscle growth in the fully stretched position. So if you can stretch your muscles as much as possible, that will be crucial to maximize your muscle gains. The third one, or the third way, is something I learned way too late, and that is developing a proper mind-muscle connection. And what I mean by mind-muscle connection is instead of just mindlessly lifting the weight, actually thinking of the muscle you're contracting. And what I like thinking through is think of contracting the muscle as opposed to lifting the weight. So think of contracting the muscle and then the weight lifts, as opposed to just lifting the weight. And this might take some time. However, the earlier you can develop this, the better. Now, a proper mind-muscle connection will help increase the blood flow to the target muscle, and as a result, increase your performance in the gym. And the final way to maximize mechanical tension, and this is crucial to understand, is to apply proper progressive overload. And all progressive overload is continuously increasing the workload on your muscles over time. And you can do that by either increasing the reps, increasing the weights, or controlling the negative, which is most conducive to muscle growth, even more. Now, an example is, for example, so let's say you have a rep range of 10 to 12 given to you by your coach, or that's part of your program. Now, you start off at 10 reps for every single set, let's say 3 sets. Let's say you can do 10 reps, great. What you do is you up your reps, first up your reps until you reach 12. Once you reach 12, you then up your weights, you go back to 10 reps, and then you up your reps again, and then at 12 reps, you up your weights again. So that is the way to properly progressively overload. Another way you could do that is just by having, for example, a fixed rep range where you have 10 reps and you do 3 sets of 10 reps with a certain weight, and then every week you just add weight, let's say 5 pounds to that, and then over time you'll just get stronger. The reason this is so important is because you need to give your muscles a reason to adapt. If they don't have a reason to adapt, they will not adapt. And that's why you need to continuously push yourself and continuously add either reps, weight, or control the movement a lot more. Now, the reason this is so crucial to understand is because, again, if we go back to the beginning, what is the main driver for muscle growth? The main driver for muscle growth is mechanical tension, and mechanical tension is at its highest during the last repetitions of your set, when the movement involuntarily slows down, when the contraction of your muscles involuntarily slows down. And the more reps of those where it slows down you can get, the more your muscles will grow and want to adapt, right? Because this continuous cycle of tension and adaptation eventually makes your muscles bigger and stronger. So that is why it's crucial to continuously, progressively overload and push yourself. So that is all you need to know to maximize muscle gains in the gym. Like I said, this is something I wish I would have known a long time ago. So that is why I wanted to share that in this episode. I hope it was valuable. I'll see you in the next one.